Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily Tesla report for Wednesday, May 29th, 2024. Let's take a look at the big picture. And this is a weekly bar chart that goes back over 4 years. And the point I'm really making here is this sort of lower low, lower high dynamic that has plagued this stock since the July high of last year. Trend resistance on that count is 220.18. I don't expect to see 220.18 unless, over the next, and I'll jump to the daily chart right now, unless over the next week or two, for instance, we can close above this intermediate channel structure that is presently at 194.08, which you can see here also in the support and resistance area. So preceding 194.08 is a channel bottom that we settled below late last week at 182.38. And so we are actually in what I would call near-term sell signal mode, holding below 182.38, anticipating 158.75 by the end of next week. And that is the dynamic right now, unless we close back above 182.38. And then I would expect, possibly within 3 to 5 days, this 194.08 channel top, where we could top out through June and fall away again from here. And once again, it would be a settlement above 194.8, where I would then anticipate the 219.86 formation within 2 to 3 weeks at the most. 219.86 is on the daily chart, what we find on the weekly chart at 220.18. This is our big resistance as we move through the third quarter. We could top out in the low 220s and fall away all the way back perhaps into the low 100s within 2 to 3, 3 to 5 months of doing so. And inversely, a settlement above 220.18 would indicate a good low for the year. I do have the 320s anticipated as a 3 to 5 month objective, which I will show again. I haven't in the last couple of weeks, would show following a settlement certainly above 220.18. So that is the big picture. Holding below 220.18 maintains a longer term bearish dynamic. And I want to make one more point about all that, which I have before, that our 1 to 2 week sell signal below 182.38 remains intact, 158.75 in reach by the end of next week, where we can bottom out on a weekly basis, possibly by that point in time through June. It would be a settlement below 158.75 that I think it would keep this market on its heels through the month of June into July, and I do see the low 100s as a likely 3 to 5 week objective if we were to close below 158.75. That that 101.81 January low would be expected, possibly in as little as 3 to 5 weeks. But I think 1 to 2 months would be likely. Certainly on the way down, we have 141.04, this longer-term trend line that happened to capture the lows from about 5 weeks ago and can contain daily selling pressure, certainly on the way down. But, if we were to close below 158.75, I would see no compelling reason to be long Tesla if your time horizon is 1 to 2 months out, because over that 1 to 2 month time horizon, I would anticipate the very low 100s. And that is kind of the big picture. Let's talk once again about the day itself. 182.38 can contain buying for the week itself. This is a solid day trade level, solid 3 to 5 day swing trade level, and a solid 1 to 2 week swing trade level, for below which 158.75 remains a 1 to 2 week target. On the way down today, 168.05 well suited to contain intraday selling pressures, possibly daily selling pressures. And so if you're selling 182.38 day traders, you can buy back at 168.05. And if we close below 168.05, talking to kind of the 2 to 3, 3 to 5 day swing trader, if we close below 168.05, we're just a few days away from testing 158.75, where we can bottom out once again on a weekly, possibly monthly basis, and as a significant downward continuation point as we move through the month of June. Now for the upside, closing back above 182.38 does neutralize last Thursday's 1 to 2 week sell signal. And with that, let's talk about pushing through 182.38. 189.82 would be attainable within the day. And if we close today above 182.38, I think we're just 3 to 5 days days at the most from reaching this 194.08 formation, where we could top out through next week, possibly through June. So 3 to 5 day swing traders can actually go long with a settlement above 182.38, because over that time horizon, 194.08 would be expected, where 3 to 5 day swing traders can take profits and go short, and 3 to 5 week swing traders can go short, anticipating then a meaningful bearish continuation, perhaps back into the low 100 area. But we would have other more clarifying sell signals on the way down, similar to the way we have 158.75. That is a clarifying sell signal if settled below. And if we were to test 194.08, we would have a different channel structure to play the short side following a settlement below. And we'll be apprising you of that, of course, on a day-to-day basis. And once again, if we were to close above 194.08 over the next week or two, then the 219.86 formation, a 2 to 3 week objective, where we could top out on a monthly, possibly quarterly, that is to say through the third quarter basis, and fall away from here, perhaps into later year, and closing above 219.86. But let me take you to the weekly chart of 220.18 would be a significant buy signal. I would assume that we've placed a good low for the year if we close above 220.18, because the following 3 to 5 months should yield the 320s. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I'm going to leave it at that for Wednesday's Tesla report. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. I'll be back tomorrow with Thursday's Tesla, and you have a great day.